Welcome to GoldRush Decision Support. When you log into GoldRush Decision Support, you will see a list of databases in GoldRush appearing in the order in which they were last updated. To see a fuller list, click on the drop-down box below and expand your selection. You can also sort databases by the provider, the database, or the date by these column headings, and you can sort them in ascending or descending order. You can also search for a particular database to find out when it was last updated in GoldRush. So for example, I can see here that Academic Search Premier was last updated January 11th of 2014. And if you want to download this entire list, you can do that by clicking on one of the buttons here. You can download it or make a copy of it. Now I'm going to go over to compare databases. So before we get started, a couple of things. You can compare multiple databases. So if you want, you can compare 2 databases to 3. For this demo, I'm just going to do a one-to-one comparison. You can also send us a copy of your print holdings in your local system, your local journal holdings, and you just need to send us a list that includes both the title and the ISSN at minimum. We can then upload it in GoldRush, and you can compare that list to other databases in GoldRush. And the third thing is that GoldRush uses the ISSN number for comparison. And so any content in the databases that don't include ISSNs will not be included in the comparison results. So this is just going to be journals with ISSNs. So I'm going to begin by typing in my first database. And as I start to type, you'll notice that a drop-down box appears. And what I want to do is select from that drop-down box and not just press enter and type in the title. I want to select it from the box. And I'm going to compare Academic Search Premier with Academic OneFile. So and I can do this by starting to type in the database name or the vendor name, whichever is more convenient for you. And so once I have my databases, then before I click compare, if I want these results of the comparison to be emailed to me, I just check this box here. So I've clicked the compare button. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And you'll see here that the default is a full text comparison. I can also compare full text and citation or citation only between the 2 databases. And as I hover over the different bar graphs, you'll notice that it shows me the total and the number of unique and common titles. So in this first example, EBSCO has 4,627 titles total, of which 3,322 are unique, and 1,305 is what they have in common with the Academic OneFile. And so I can look at Gale and see the same information here by hovering over. I can also get to the same information by going down the screen a little and looking at the set 1 and the set 2 numbers. And if I click on one of these links here, it will show me that list of titles on screen. And I can also get to that list by clicking on the actual bar chart. So for today, I'm going to pretend I have Academic Search Premier, and I'm comparing it with Academic OneFile, and I want to see what's unique in Academic OneFile. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And this is the unique titles, full text titles in Academic OneFile that aren't in Academic Search Premier. So I see the list coming on screen, and again, I can use my pull down to see a larger list. And you'll notice that it shows the ISSN, the full text, and the citation dates, and we also have the embargo column, so you can see the embargoed titles as well. And when you run these comparisons, there are going to be databases from time to time that may not have all of the dates. For example, they may not have citation dates, or they may not have any dates or embargoes. And we rely on the vendors. They send us, we get our metadata directly from these vendors. So if date or any information is missing, it's because we weren't able to get that from the vendor, since we rely on them for the data. I can also search for a particular journal within this unique results set. So for example, about women and marketing, I just started to type in women and that title came up. So you can see here that about women in marketing is in the Gale database, Academic One File full text, but this is a unique title that wouldn't be in EBSCO. And so the other thing that you'll probably want to do is download this entire list of unique titles. And so again, I can just use one of these buttons above here. The Excel one is probably the most likely. Click on it. And then when you download this list, be sure to give it a descriptive name. So I'm going to call this Academic One File Unique Full Text. And you'll notice the file extension is going to be CSV. That's fine. You can open up a CSV into Excel. So you can save these files as well. So to go back to my bar chart, I'm going to click on the back button within GoldRush. Do not use the back button on the browser because that'll kick you out. So let's just click back, and then I get back to my results here. I can download other charts here if I'd like, or sets. I can also clear this box and do another type of a comparison. So we hope that you'll find this tool useful as you make database selections, and thank you for viewing this demo today.